Hi everyone, it's Kathy, the Backyard Stamper. Welcome to my channel tonight. I'm not going to show my face tonight because I was having trouble with my cameras and I got them working. So I definitely did not want to do anything to upset the apple cart. So if you're new to my channel, you can use this QR code to sign up for my newsletter. You can email me, Kathy@backyardstamper.com, and if you like anything that you see tonight, you can shop my online store 24/7, kathyschmitt.stampinup.net. So tonight I'm going to show you some cards made with some of my favorite retiring products mixed with some new products. This embossing folder's new, and the stamp set is Greenery Lane. That's retiring, sadly. This is a new stamps bundle with the hot foiling, and then this last one is Garden Gatherings, which is retiring, combined with the beautiful Ordinary Life DSP. So I have my hot foiling system. I have it heating up, so I just have to check. Let's see, and the yellow light flashes. Yep. Okay, there we go. Now I can put together right off the bat. We're going to do our hot foiling for this card, and then I'll go back and explain, because I already tried it and I waited so long that the machine shut off. So all right, let me show you what I've got so far. I've stamped my stamp. This is Botanical Glow, and I'm going to do the hot foiling with the gold foiling. So let me go ahead and put that on my machine, and I will show you here briefly. 2 seconds. Okay, I'm going to show you very quickly. So I have my hot foiling system. I've laid my die down, the hot foiling die, my foil, and my piece of cardstock. Then I need my green shim and my clear plate. And then I'm going to roll that through. Hi, Susie. Hope you're having a fantastic night. So I've rolled that through, and let's see here. Move that out of the way. Okay. I've got cords everywhere because, I don't know, it said my connection wasn't good. Okay, so this is my die that was on there. And this is the hot foil, and then the card that I had already stamped. Oh, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay, so now that I've got that done, let me backtrack a little bit. Just so you know, I kind of jumped in the middle of that one. I'm going to take this and put it back. They have like a little a silicone mat that you can keep that on. Okay, so when you get the hot foil system, you get instructions. So I was watching my there's 3 sets of lights. They flash at different times and it means different things. So that's what I was doing, kind of off camera. I'm going to do this in my in-person class on Saturday. I'm going to let the people coming try their hand at the hot foiling, just like this card. So let me show you what we used. And I've got my basic white, thick. And I've scored it. This is 4 1/4 by 11. And I've scored it at 5 1/2. And I'm going to put my bone folder on it like so. Okay. This is cut at 4 1/8 by 5 3/4. Skinny, skinny, skinny border. And I did not fold that correctly. So let's see here if I can get that a little better. I did not make my corners kiss. Let's see. There we go. That looks better. Now they match. So this is just going to be a teeny tiny border all the way around. Like so. But I'm not going to pop that up. I am just going to build my card. This is the card that I am making. But I tried this. I didn't love it. So we're going to do it down here on a tag. So I'll leave that right here. And to stamp this big stamp, I took my positioner and I inked it all up with soft seafoam. Then I put it down in my paper and I pressed down. So I had already done that part ahead of time, just trying to save time on the videos so they don't get so long. All right, and now to attach my ribbon, let me just bring in what else I need. This is the hot foil system, or the hot foiling die, and this is the stamp set. They're not meant to go together, like they're not meant to perfectly match up, which is a good thing because you stamp first and then you hot foil, but then you can't see it because it's upside down. So let me grab a drink here. I wonder where all my friends are at. That's all right. Susie, you are number one. So, okay, so I'm using, like I said, these are new products. They are available right now in my Stampin' Up! Store. The Botanical Glow. This is my card pieces. All right, and then the other stamp set that I'm using is this beautiful Prayers and Promises. This is Carol Nordquist's $1 million stamp set, and this is staying in my collection forever. I love it. I love the fonts. I love the words. It's beautiful. And I used this little tag from the Scallop Borders die set to create this little tag. So let's go ahead and stamp my tag first. Hi, Stephanie. And let me put the rest of this back in. So when I first get my stamp set, I always trace around the outside. I know you've seen others do it, but I was the first one to do the marker. Everybody else was stamping on the inside and doing all these things, and I just took my Sharpie and did that. So I put the extras back in there, and I've got basic gray. So I'm going to do basic gray. It's a little softer than the black. And this is going to be a sympathy card. So this is a funny stamp. It's hard to tell what's straight because it's so cursive. So when I use the For Your as my straight line. Yes, Stephanie, the question, Stephanie's asking a question. Can we send foiled pieces to customers for classes as part of our kits that we make ourselves? And the answer is yes. They are treated as the same way as a die cut image is. So, for instance, on this one, I could send the foiled part here, but they would have to stamp the leaf in their soft seafoam or whatever color that you want to pick. So you can send the foiled images or words, whatever it is that you are foiling, and you can make those as a kit. I'm glad they're doing that. Really glad, because I think it would be hard for people to be able to manage a kit, you know, without breaking all the rules. All right, so on my prototype, I have my ribbon down here, and what I did was I am going to put my ribbon on before I put it on here. So this layer here is popped up. So I'm going to put it up just a little bit higher than this one is, so that my tag can dangle there. And I'm just going to take, hi Debbie. Oh, Stephanie, you are funny. She said, I'll take a dozen of those leaves, please. They are gorgeous, huh? All right, so I'm just wrapping it around, and I put my piece of Seal Plus on both sides here, and that's enough. That's going to stick that ribbon right in place. Okay, and then I've got that ready to go. Let me put some dimensionals on. And if you're one of my customers, you should have already received the new September to December catalog from me. This catalog, oh, it is so good. And I really mean that. There's so many fun things in it. And don't forget that right now there is a 15% off paper sale. And I'm going to show you the paper that's on special. It's on select papers, but there's a lot of them. So, and as I was designing my cards for my class, I realized I needed pool party, and I needed, what was the other one I said? Lost Lagoon. And I swear I have them. I can't find them, so I must not have them. And so I got to put in an order so that I can take advantage of the 15% and double rewards. Double rewards on all purchases from the online store of $20 or more. So that's a fantastic savings. You can save them up for later. They're good for a year. See, that little pop-up is enough to kind of make that so pretty. And so I'm going to tie my ribbon. I'm going to slide another piece of ribbon underneath. Let's see here. How do I want to do it? And I'm going to just tie my bow. Faux bow. It's a fake bow. And I'm just going to tie it like that. Lays down really nice. This is a soft ribbon, so the ends are very soft, and the knot will be soft as well. So I'm just going to pull that, and I'm going to kind of tip them up a little bit so that when they go in the envelope, they'll be behaving. And then I have my little tag. And so for this, I'm going to, I actually meant to put that on before I tied it. So let's go ahead. We'll string that right in. Let's see if that works. Otherwise, I'll get a piece of twine and tie it on. There. Let's see now. I definitely like it better on the tag than I did on the top of my card. I was just trying to get it in some of the empty space up there, and See, you can, with the faux bow, you can slide it down. So I'm going to put it like that, and I'm going to put a dimensional under my tag, which will help my bow also kind of stay in position. I love faux bows. To $200. Oh, yes. Yes. I understand what you're saying, Stephanie. Yes, I'm on a budget because I'm a newly retired person. Woo! And so let's make sure that looks cute, tied like that. Isn't that beautiful? It's simple in its elegance, but it's a sympathy card, and you want the simple beauty of the card to come through. And then on the inside, I'm going to put, let's see what we've got here. Oh yes, I definitely like the tag too. So in my picture, my thumbnail for this, I had this, but I arranged my card so it was sitting on top of it, and I had a fake tag sitting here so that I didn't have to redo that. So sorry for your loss. See, what's really neat about this is the fonts. You can match the fonts or mix the fonts. So I'm going to match the fonts, and I am going to put this one, and it's a nice big one too. So sometimes we need bigger stamping, less writing. Where'd my gray go? My gray ink pad. Oh, it's right here. I'm glad you guys came to join me tonight. It's always so fun when I've got friends here with me. And I had my camera working, so it all worked well. First time out of the gate tonight, but I just didn't show my face, so I didn't have to worry that when I go to switch the camera, it made my screen black last week. So we'll see at the end. I'll try to switch it back to say bye to you guys. And if it goes black, well, that means it was over. There we go. So card number 1, let me just, I washed my chamois earlier, so it's all nice and clean. I have my little box here for my supplies. So as I'm getting ready for a card class or even a YouTube, I take my box and I have everything that I'm using on this card. So I have got my ribbon, I have my die, and they are going to have to cut their own tags, so I'm going to leave that in my box just like that. I've got the hot foil dies, the prayers and promises stamp, and my sample for them, and my ink pad, and a pack of dimensionals. So all that goes in, and my ribbon, scissors, this all goes into my box. And so that way, when since I just made the card, I know I used everything that's in here, so I won't be running up and down the stairs, which is par for the course, I will say. If you've ever come to one of my classes, the people they all laugh, they take bets on how long it's going to take me, how many times I run up and down the stairs. I'm going to leave this one here so we can see all the finished cards at the end. And I'm just picking up my dimensional tops that are absolutely everywhere in my room. And I'm putting my hot foil plate right in my bin, so I have that ready to go. All right, let's look at card number 2. Card number 2, I love this fold, the stack and shuffle. So I took 3 different sheets of the beautiful, everyday, beautiful, ordinary life, and just random sheets. And I'm not a fan of the black and white, so, well, the polka dots is all right, but the rest I don't like. I will always choose a colored side before black and white. That's just me. All right, so let's put my catalog over there. I can't show you the inside yet, but I do have a couple of items that I can show you as a sneak peek. All right, so here's the card. Let me show you what we're going to do with the stack and shuffle. I need my trimmer. Here is this beautiful paper too. It has this gorgeous stripe. And this side here is nice. I mean, you can color it in. Of course, they put the nice leaf one on the back of the beautiful stripe. We're going to use this one. You get 2 sheets of each one. This one here is like one of those ombre. It's darker at the top, lighter at the bottom. Debbie says she found a dimensional paper in the shower. That's funny. Some really nice honeycomb. This is very lovely. And beautiful pool party polka dots. So that's that paper. I love it very much. I have several packs of it because that's what we do. We hoard paper. All right, so this measures 4 inches across by 5, not 5 1/4. It's by 5. And the reason is when you go to put those on your cardstock, you want the space. So if you did 4 1/4, they're going to touch each other. So, and then you just randomly cut. So, you know, I'm not really looking. What I would do for people at my class is I'm going to say, put the point, this point here, it's hard to see with the glare, right there, pointing at the number 1 on this side of the trimmer, and put this point pointing at the number 3. Okay, that'll give you a nice diagonal. I've got all 3 sheets together because I'm stacking them. And we're going to shuffle in a moment. So now do kind of the opposite, do a 1. Well, it doesn't really matter. We're going to just put this on 1 and put this one anywhere over here. It doesn't matter at all. Do not get hung up on trying to get them to line up. Okay. So then you've got your pieces. I'll put my trimmer down. And let's see, this is where that tag came from, right there. Okay. And let's see here. I need these. These are my little skinny strips that I always keep. This is the stamp set we're going to use. This one's on the retiring list, guys. I love this one. I've made so many fun cards. So, and then here's my card. It's 8 1/2 by 5 1/2, and I scored it at 4 1/4. And I'm going to crease it. Okay. So when you make a stack and shuffle, it actually makes 3 cards at once. So I already did that. So this one, this, and these 2. So these are my 3 from this pattern. I'm going to go ahead and put 1 on here. So here's my top. Here's my middle. And all you have to do is mix them up. So this, I've got 2 tops. I got 2 middles. I'm going to put that one there and this one here. And then this one here has to go here because I don't have that piece yet. This is going to go here and this one's going to go here. So those are going to be my 3 card. This is great for a class because I usually make anywhere between 21 and 25 card packets for my in-person classes. And so I can cut for 3 cards at the same time. I was going to have them cut their pieces, but then I thought, I don't want them to take home the extra when I'm going to need it for the class. So I'm just going to put, my top and bottom down first, and I'm leaving the same amount of space on the side as the top. Then I'm going to do the bottom and do the same thing, and then the middle should come together. Okay, so something like that. And then this piece is going to go right in there, and my gap is perfect. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I want to make sure my slant is, you know, following the same line, and this one's following the same line. Boy, I tell you what, I have been getting so many spam calls lately. All right, so there's my card front. Now let's build our flowers. This is so fun. Okay, so I have this branching out die. These set of dies are retired, but for this card, because the flowers are tall, you just need a rectangle die. It can even be cut as a square. I mean, with your trimmer. You don't need to have the fancy die. And then I cut all these vases because I thought I was going to use them in a swap. And I cut them out of one of the pieces of the beautiful, nope, this is out of some other paper. But the color schemes were right. So I cut them, and I've got a whole stack of them. So I'm going to just put my flower vase there. Here's my flower stem. So I can have my stems go up as high as I need to without worrying about it. I'm going to use Pool Party for my stem, which may seem like a little funny, but this paper has Pool Party in it, and also Lost Lagoon, but I didn't want that dark. I want it to be soft. So I'm going to just put my flower stem in there. It looks like I'm missing something, huh? But you just wait a minute. You just wait a minute. And so this is Flirty Flamingo, and these are the flowers that are going to fill in this stem. So you just look, so there's on the stamp, there's a dot in the middle of the flowers, these 2 flowers, and see these 2 dots, and then these flowers here just sit on top of the stem. So see right there and there. So that's what I'm going to line up. I'm just looking through our photopolymer stamps, which is a great thing for this technique, and come down. That's it. Ooh, I love it. All right, so let me just wash my stamps real quick so they can go back in the box and be nice and clean. All right, I forgot to stamp my happy birthday, but I will do that in just a second. So now I have my vase, and see, I'm going to put my vase right there. Doesn't that look great? And this paper, what I did was I sponged around with some of the crisp cantaloupe and Golden Glow ink pad to just give it that, what do you call that? Batiking? Is that right? When it looks older than it is. All right, so I'm going to just go ahead. I'm not popping it up. I'm just going to put it down. Like so. And these colors, there's Pool Party in here, and then this, the Crispy Cantaloupe, is the lighter shade that's right here. So isn't that pretty? Okay, and now let me do my words, and I keep all these little strips that I have from when you trim your paper down. That's perfect for these skinny words here. So I'm just going to put those on. It's slightly crooked, but that's okay. It's not really going to be noticeable, but I'll stamp another one just because I know some of you are probably going, ah, it's crooked. I don't usually worry about that, but that's all right. I've got a whole pack of paper here, these strips, so why not try to get it on straight? I think the problem is it's not on my block straight, and I tend to use my block as my straight line. Oh, that one's really going to be crooked. Oh, look, see, it really is on my block crooked. So see how nice that looks? Okay. So then I'm just going to snip the corner on an angle, but put this side straight. Okay, and these can go right in the garbage, and we'll wash this off. There. All right, our card is coming along really well. Okay, so let's put some dimensionals on the back, and I'm going to use the big ones for this piece. And I was gone for 5 days taking care of my mom while my dad was in the hospital, and yeah, it's been a kind of a rough week. So my birthday club cards are going to be late, but I will send them out. I love sending belated birthday cards because I'm almost always late. So, alrighty. And I'm just going to add a little bit of tape on the other side. So I'm putting the dimensional so that this doesn't get popped up a second time. And by putting them on the outside, then I know I've got them in the right place for where I want them. And did I get that straight? Let me look. Yes, I believe I did. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so now we've got these great new dots. These are so shiny. They're like high gloss dots. They're called an array of dots. These are the colors from the Beautiful Ordinary Life. They're in the suite. So there's Pretty Peacock, Pool Party, Lemon Lolly, and Flirty Flamingo. So those are fun. And you can put any ones you want. So I did my Pretty Peacock there. So let's use the Lemon Lolly. And I'm just going to put those right over where the dot. You can use anything. You can use rhinestones. You can just use like a little bit of paper if you wanted to. That one didn't. Oh, okay. It does have a dot. I was like, that didn't feel like it had a dot. Okay, card number 2 is done. I don't have the inside done, but let me just do that right now because then I will be done. So let's see here. I am going to say the best is yet to come. Happy birthday. The best is yet to come. All from this beautiful flower. So you can stamp the vase and die cut it, 2 different sizes, and they give you 3 different flowers. And they give you the half waters. So this would be the water for this one. So if you want to make it look clear, the clear vase, you would see the water inside, and here's the other one. So it's really a great stamp set. I did my swap card when this first came out using this stamp set. I honestly try to pick stamps that might be sleepers in the catalog, if you will. I'm just making sure that I have that straight on the block, because if they're straight on the block, then people will tend to line up, you know, the top of the block to the paper. So that looks pretty good, and I'm going to stick with my Flirty Flamingo. And go ahead and put that down like so. Oh, that looks so nice. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm even going to stamp a couple flowers down in here. There. Looks kind of funny without the stem though, doesn't it? All right, hold on. What am I doing here? I'm going off the rail. Let me grab my piece of scrap paper, which is a true scrap paper. Okay. So let's put this here, and we'll put our dots right in the middle of those flowers so we know where they are. There we go. Isn't that pretty? Let me do this one too, because then these will be my samples at my table and people won't say, how come one is done and the other is not? Which that actually happened my last class. I hadn't stamped the inside and they called me out on it. Let's put this away. So do you guys like the cards so far? You're pretty quiet. Are you there? Is anybody there? Okay, so let's see here. I want to do it like that. Oh, so pretty. And I need the best is yet to come. There we go. All right. I hope my mom and dad are watching. Hi, Mom and Dad. I hope. I kind of forgot to remind you, so I don't know if you remembered or not. All right, so here we go. Card number 2, whoops, card number 2 is done. So these were my originals. See how you just can't go wrong with I'll put it like that. You can't go wrong with the stack and shuffle. Okay, so let me put my stuff back in my box so that I don't lose anything. I'm going to take your pick over here, and I had a set of big dimensionals and little dimensionals, so I need those. Okay. All right, let me put that down. Okay, so now our last card is, last but not least. Okay, let me grab my box. This card here, and this uses a retiring stamp set with a new embossing folder. Use your stash, peeps. Yes, Becky, they are the cards for Saturday. So I was going to let you guys do the hot foiling. So, and then the stack and shuffle. And then this one here uses this new embossing folder, which is absolutely gorgeous. So it's a 3D embossing folder. Look at that texture on that. Isn't that neat? And I've got my white, all of my cards this time use the white, white thick. I've got my layering pieces here. And then here's the Greenery Lane. We're going to just use this flower right here. Oh, I already got it on. It comes with a set of dies too. So this, it's beautiful. I love the font on this. And I always say love and hugs, sending you love and hugs. So I love that one. So I'm going to keep this one in my collection even after it retires. Okay, so let's do our embossing first. So I like to put my card in and use the black line that Stampin' Up! So kindly gave us as my indicator for my straight line, because sometimes on these stripy ones or something, you do actually want them. Yes, Becky, I will make you a card kit for sure. You'll have to stop by and get your hot foil lesson though, okay, in person. All right, so I got to get my pieces to do the embossing. I started cleaning my room, and I got my embossing station cleaned, so that was a start. So when you're doing the 3D embossing folders, you do plate number 1, which is the base plate, then your folder with the hinge first, and then plate number 4. And you don't want to go in and come back. It really stresses the embossing folder, and it can cause it to curl. So you want to just go one way. It's a one-way street, peeps. Okay, so now we've got this. Here's our embossed piece. Oh, look at that. I just love, some of these 3D ones are so realistic. It's just mind-blowing. All right, so let me put that back over here because we need to bring that tomorrow, or Saturday. Ah, not tomorrow. All right, so I'm folding my card. This is another 8.5 wide by 5.5 tall, and then you score it and fold it at 4.25. So give it a good crease, and then because this is so bumpy, ooh, even the back side looks good. That is great. I'm going to use glue on that because I like to, when there's when it's a deep embossing, I really like to use the glue. And I'm just kind of going around the outside. This one is, the layering piece on this is 4 by 5.25. So I do have a little bit of extra margin than I did on this. This is like super skinny. I didn't want to cut off. I wanted as much of that foil as I could get on there. Okay, so that's, here's our card. I don't know if I brought that in to show you up close. So it has a layer of pretty peacock, a layer of cloud cover, and then this is our stamped piece, and here's our tag. So I am going to get my pretty peacock stamp pad. Let me grab my scrap paper again. And I am going to do my insides first. It's a little easier to line it up. So I'm just making sure I got lots on my stamp. So you stamp off to get the lighter shade. And then you come back on full strength with the outline stamp. And see, with the inside done first, you can see right where to put this, right on top. Sometimes it's a little hard if you are going the other direction. This is when I like photopolymer stamps. I was always a fan of the red rubber, and isn't that beautiful? but I do like two-step stamping with clear blocks and clear stamps. Just scrubbing that off. Okay, and then this thank you comes in the set too. Look at that beautiful font. So this is a stylish shape banner, which happens to fit perfectly because this stamp, even though it's the bulk of it's skinny, the Y goes way down and the K and the H go way up. So you actually need a wider piece than what you might think you need. There we go. There you go. And I don't think I stamped the inside because on a thank you card, I'm going to probably write my own. So let me go ahead and tape this down. And what I did was I used a little bit of retired ribbon for this piece here. That's not cardstock, it's a retired ribbon. It's smoky slate ribbon, but it looks pretty good with the these colors. So let me bring this in. And these are all just 1/4 inch, or no, these are all an 1/8 of an inch difference. So this piece here, the outside is 2.5 by I think 3. Yep. And then the cloud cover is 2 7/8 by 2 3/8, and then this one is 2 1/4 by 3, or 2 3/4. So just an 1/8 of an inch smaller each time. And then I've got this smoky slate ribbon, which has been hard to kind of use because it's I don't know, it's just kind of a weird color. I mean, I love smoky slate, don't get me wrong, but it's skinny, so that in my book makes it hard. I do much better with wider ribbons, and I'm going to bring that down just a little bit. So I'm starting it on the back with my tape, and then I'm going to wrap it around and pull it taut, and then make sure it's straight because you can still kind of slide it. And then let's see if these will cut. Yes. Okay. So I've got this here. Now I'm going to add my dimensionals to it to kind of just make sure it all stays in place. And we'll go ahead and I'm putting it right over the tape because I did put a lot of tape right there. And so we'll do, this isn't a very large piece, so I'm just going to do like 4 corners and in the middle. Marty made salmon tonight with, it had like a stuffing mix, not really a breading stuffing. It was really good, really good. Okay, so I've got my piece there. Now I have my thank you. I'm also going to pop that up, and oh, one too many. We'll put that one back. What I like about this card, I'm just going to put that right under it. Make sure I've got it centered, like so. And then I am going to use the cloud cover, and I'm going to put them in, not on the big white. I'm going to put them down in the valley here of the flag there. So that I think looks good, and it makes it a little more postage friendly even. Whoops, my finger got stuck on that one. There we go. And so there is that card. Isn't that pretty? I love it. And we could put some Wink of Stella on it. Let's try it and see if we like it. So we don't want to make the, we don't want to blend the dark and the light together, the inside and the outside. So I'm just going on my light green or peacock. Yeah, how's that look? Just that little touch. We'll do this one too because we can. There. So I'll put that in my box too so I have it. There we go. So let me clean up my mess. Oh, I did wink it up. Stephanie read my mind. So these were the in-color dots from last year, but I don't know if they're, yes, they are still available. 2025 to 2027 in-color flat pearls. I love those. All right, let's make sure I have everything I need back in the box. Yep, I do. So let's bring the cards back in. Remember, this one is my boo-boo one, so I'm just going to put it like that. It wasn't really a boo-boo. I mean, it's a certainly usable card. I just would rather have the sentiment on the tag down below. I think that's prettier. Aren't they nice? So don't forget, it's double rewards. It started yesterday. Tomorrow's the last day. So you get 2 times the Stampin' Rewards on every order over $20. So that's a really good deal. And they're good for a year. So, you know, some people use them right away and others save them up. So like if, for instance, you wanted to save them up so that you could get the hot foil system, this is a great way to do it because you're going to get twice as many as you would normally. And don't forget to take advantage of the paper sale. 15% off cardstock, select cardstock, and select designer paper, which one of them is this one. And I think Pretty Peacock and Cloud Cover cardstock was also there when I made my list. I have it in the description down below what I used. And so you can see, because it will, if you click on the link, you'll see that it has a sale price with it. So a little bit of old mixed with new, you know, and the next time, well, no, not next week. I still can't show. I can't open this until September 1st, even though you've probably gotten it from me if you're one of my customers. So I've gotten some birthday cards, and I also have gotten some swap cards, but because I haven't mailed mine out, I haven't opened them. So they are sitting here. I've got my envelopes. So some are birthday cards, some are the swap cards. And I will show you this though. Cindy Pinley, my friend in Montana, my stamping sister, she made this beautiful and fun Halloween card, and it opens like, so it's a 4 1/4 by 11, but she scored it at, on one side 3 1/4, and then this side at 2, and that still left you 5 1/4 in there. So isn't that fun? And she used, oh, she winked up everything. She used the paper and stamps, and I don't know what this set here is available now. I forget what it's called though. Fright Night or Spook Night, or I don't know, something like that. And then she made the exact same layout using some from the holiday. So it's the same exact layout. I love this color combination. Look at the house inside. Isn't that fun? And this new paper is called Noel something. Oh, my fright. There's Cindy. Yay! I'm showing off your beautiful cards, my friend. And yeah, I love this color combination. Back in the day, we used to do like chocolate chip with pretty and pink, or certainly celery with chocolate chip. It just, when I saw these colors together, it reminded me of that with the blue and the brown. But it's also like very Southwestern, like Native American theme colors too, I thought. So I just love this color combination so much. Neutral Noel is this paper here. This is paper is one-sided, which is different than our normal 12 by 12, and it's thicker because it's got a glossier coating on it. So aren't they cute? Makes me want to get this. Look at this little polka dot ribbon too. Ooh, so fun. So those are the only cards I'm going to show you tonight, because I don't want to show you the swap cards when I haven't finished mailing mine yet. And I do want to just show you real quick here. Last week I did the stack and shuffle using the Glow of Harvest paper and the Winnie the Pooh. So it's the same thing, but this is the product of the month for August. So if you haven't already placed an order, it's an order of $75 or more, then you can purchase the product of the month for $5. And that's the same for every month, but the product of the month changes. So we'll be having a new, oh yes, Debbie, I will go get that. We will have, oh, I haven't opened that. You want me to open it? This one here? It doesn't say swap. Does that look like that might be the retirement card? All right, let me look. So what I was saying about the product of the month is this paper had a different kind of a, okay, good, this is it. A different color palette. It was very muted, but it went perfect with the Winnie the Pooh BSP. And then I did this one too. So I showed some quick cards using that. The best is yet to come. Happy retirement. The adventure continues. Love, Deb. Thank you so much, Deb. Oh, love you. It's so cute. And I'm going to probably go blueberry picking this weekend. So thank you all for joining me. Let me see if I can come back without messing it all up. But if I don't come back, then know that I said thank you to all of you for joining me. And let's see here. Nope. Yep. So see, something was, let's move that right off. There. I almost got it right. So thank you, and I will see you guys soon. I'll be on Sunday definitely with the scrapbooking, unless my parents need me, but I'm planning on it right now. Saturday's my card class, and yeah, it's busy, but I'm loving it. And I'm so sorry, it's such a mess behind me. Just don't even look at it. All right, you guys, take it easy. Give me a thumbs up, please.